Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video, as you saw in the title, is going to be me showing you my diet routine and what I eat in a typical day. So if you guys have been subscribed to me for a while, you've probably seen some of my recipe videos. I've done quite a few and have probably noticed that I do tend to eat on the healthier side. I'm not vegan or vegetarian, but I do eat something called an anti-inflammatory diet, and that is kind of what I would say or classify as my diet philosophy. So really quickly, the reason that I eat the way I do is because I have chronic arthritis. I discovered this about probably 4 or 5 years ago. So I did some of my own research and came to the conclusion that there was a good chance it was diet related, because up until that point, I pretty much ate whatever I wanted, and that tended to be a lot of junk food, a lot of sugar, processed foods, things like that. So I thought, why not just try eating a healthier diet and see if it helps the situation? So that is what I did, and after a few days, the pain started to subside, and after a couple weeks, the pain and swelling and all of it was completely gone. Even the doctors were surprised that it was such a dramatic difference. So it's kind of a blessing and a curse. Because of this condition that I have, it forces me basically to eat a healthy diet, because if I don't, I am in excruciating pain within a few days. So I just wanted to share that story with you just as a little bit of background so you understand where I'm coming from. This is just my diet routine. Again, I'm not advocating that anybody else follow exactly what I do. I'm just hoping to give you guys some ideas and inspiration and some tips along the way. So let's go ahead and get into my daily diet routine.
So this is my coffee and tea station, and literally what gets me out of bed in the morning is excitement over my morning cup of tea. I'm not even kidding. So this is my Refill tea maker. I received this as a gift a while ago, and it was probably one of the best gifts I've ever received. It custom brews your tea for you depending on the type of tea you're drinking and how you like it. My favorite morning teas are a mate, this spring peach oolong, which has the most incredible peach flavor to it, and also my favorite of the moment, which is brioche tea. This tea has little bits of almond, cinnamon, and safflower blossoms in it. It's so unique and so incredibly tasty. So to start, I brew off my tea and then I froth up about 2 ounces of milk. I'm making a tea latte actually. So when the tea is all done, I combine the tea with the warm frothed milk, and to that I will add a little bit of vanilla infused honey. I get this honey from my local farmer's market, and it is the best honey of life. I recommend you guys check out your local farmer's market to find the best honeys. So to keep my tea hot, I have it in a thermos, and when I'm ready to drink, I pour a little bit at a time into a little teacup so it comes to drinking temperature in just about 30 seconds. So this way the tea stays hot, and when I'm ready to drink it, I can just pour it in a cup and drink it. So on an empty stomach, I will have a tyrosine pill every morning. This is an amino acid that helps give you more energy, and for me, it's a very noticeable difference. For my typical breakfast, I always like to try to incorporate veggies where I can. So I make something I call the kitchen sink omelet, where I basically just throw in whatever fresh veggies and herbs I have on hand with some eggs or egg whites, and it's just a super quick and simple thing to whip up in the morning. And it also has some good protein from the eggs, which for me helps maintain my energy throughout the day and prevent a crash in the afternoon, which used to be a problem when I had all carb breakfast. So along with my breakfast, I will have my daily probiotic pills, and this helps with my digestion, and it also helps keep my skin clear. I've noticed a big difference in my skin ever since I started having these. So for lunch, I pretty much have the same thing every single day. It is my favorite lunch of all time. The secret to this is to use dried beans that you soak overnight and then cook. It adds a huge difference in the flavor versus just canned beans. For the rice, if I'm in a hurry, I will just make this quick frozen rice. So I start by adding in my beans and rice. There's a little sprinkle of cheese on there, and then I add half an avocado for some good healthy fat, and I store my avocado that I don't eat in this avocado keeper, which keeps the unused portion fresh, and I love this thing. So then I add some cayenne pepper, garlic powder, and the secret ingredient, which is 2 crushed lime flavored tortilla chips. This just gives it that added bit of flavor and a crunch, and it just takes it over the top for me. With this, I will drink some iced tea. I always have iced tea on hand since I'm obsessed with it, and I also do not like to drink plain water, even though that I know I should. I just much prefer iced tea. So in the late afternoon before my Pilates class, I will make myself a quick smoothie, and it has coconut water, banana, frozen blueberries, frozen strawberries, and also a packet of my favorite vitamin supplement. This stuff is so awesome. It has all of your daily vitamins, minerals, electrolytes, and it also tastes really good. So I will just blend all of that up and drink it about 20 minutes or so before I go to my Pilates class. Dinner is the meal that varies the most for me. Most nights I will just reheat a meal that I've already prepared. I have a whole video dedicated to my favorite make ahead meals and my favorite recipes, so I will have that link down below. But when I do cook something, it's typically just a simple chicken or fish with vegetables. I've been really loving Brussels sprouts lately. I only like them roasted though, so the way that I make them is I cut them in half and then I will put my salmon on the tray, spray both of those down with a little bit of olive oil, and then just top it with a good bit of pepper and salt and pop that in the oven at 425 degrees. The salmon cooks in about 12 to 15 minutes and the Brussels sprouts take about 5 minutes longer, so I just leave those in a little bit longer. So if I'm in a hurry, I will use a pre-made glaze to put on top of the salmon, but my favorite topping is to cut up some fresh parsley and some chopped up almonds go in there. To that, you just add some red wine vinegar and olive oil, and it's the tastiest salmon topping I have ever had. I'm not even kidding. So when your Brussels sprouts are done, they'll have a little bit of a brown edge and they'll be soft in the middle and really delicious. Try them out if you haven't had them in a while, because made this way, they're insanely good. And with this, I will drink an herbal iced tea. This one is my favorite at the moment. And for an after dinner snack, my favorite is frozen cherries. I get these in a big bag from Costco. And also cherries are anti-inflammatory and they have a lot of beneficial antioxidants.
Okay, so that is it for my typical diet routine. I hope you guys liked watching this and found it interesting. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and also check out some of my other health related videos. I have some recipe videos. I also have my fitness routine. So I will leave all of those linked down in the description bar, and I will see you guys next week with a new video.
I want you to know that it's